Hey again everyone, so I'm finally back with another book haul slash in my mailbox for you. It's quite a few books. I haven't counted them because I dread to think. I don't want to know how many there are. I hope to not make this video too long, so I really hope I can cut down on my waffling. But I have to say, I do have a new bookshelf. I'm really happy. It's an extra wide one, so it can fit at least 2 rows of books on there now. I was seriously running out of bookshelf space. If you remember, there was a wardrobe here before, and nothing of mine was in there. It was my brother's school uniform and my mum's work uniform. They were in there. So I finally convinced them that it did not need to be in my room and that I needed another bookshelf. But me and my mum did need to carry it down a flight of stairs. Yes, with humorous results and a few bruises. But it's gone and now I have my bookshelf, so I'm extra happy. So I hope to do an updated bookshelf tour in the future. Obviously there's nothing on it yet, but at least now it will probably be easier because I had like stacks and stuff. Yeah, anyway, so new bookshelf, it was excellent. Moving on. I'll start with the books that I got for review. The first one is Heart on a Chain by Cindy C. Bennett. And I was part of a blog tour for her book Geek Girl. I really loved that, and she said that she would send me Heart on a Chain. And she did send it to me, but it never arrived, so she had to resend it, and it finally got here, and I read it in a day. I loved it. It was brilliant. You should definitely check this book out. I didn't think I would do a YouTube review of it unless someone really wants me to, but I will leave a link to my blog review of it down below, so please go check that out. I love this book. She also included some bookmarks, Heart on a Chain bookmark, a Geek Girl bookmark, and her upcoming book Immortal Mind. So thank you very much for those, Cindy. I loved that book so much. The next book I got is from Bella Street. It's book 6 in her Apocalypse Babe series, Apocalypse for Reals. And I believe this is the last book, so I can dig into them now and finish them. And as always, she signed it for me and put this like book plate in it. So thank you very much, Bella. Yes, I love those books too. Well, the next 2 books I got from Mirror Ink for review, and the first one is The Iron Knight by Julie Kagawa. I had to have a review for this up by the 31st, so I have already read it and put a review on my blog. But I will be doing a YouTube review for this, as I did reviews on the other 3 books in the series. So I will probably record it after this, but no idea when I'll put it up. So look out for that. It was my favourite in the series, and of course I will tell you why in the review. But yeah, that one. And then the last book I received for review was If I Die, book 5 in the Soul Screamers books by Rachel Vincent. And I am going to be part of the blog tour for this one on the 16th of February. So my review will go up on my blog then, along with an interview with Rachel Vincent. So definitely check that out when I do it. Now on to the books that I bought. I got Getting Revenge on Lauren Wood by Eileen Cook. I got this because it sounded funny, and I'm trying to get more and more back into contemporary. You probably can tell I've been buying more and more of that recently, and I just loved that it has, this time the mean girl is going down with a stabbed Barbie doll. I thought that was brilliant. And then on the spine, the doll has her eyes scratched out, and it reminded me of the Pretty Little Liars books, and I know there's like loads of them, and I haven't wanted to buy the Pretty Little Liars because there's so many of them, and I didn't know if I'd really like them. I haven't seen the show or anything like that, and at the moment over here all I can find is the TV show covers, and I really don't like them. So I thought this was a way of reading something like Pretty Little Liars without reading Pretty Little Liars, if that makes any sense to you whatsoever. But yeah, I love the bright yellow cover. So, and that shouldn't take me very long at all. So I don't know when I will read that, but eventually. I also then picked up Switch by Amanda Hocking. I've heard really mixed things about this. Some people have really enjoyed it, and others have said it's horrible and crap, and I really don't know where I'm gonna fall. But I really wanted to support Amanda Hocking because I think it's amazing that she was self-published and then she got picked up by a publisher. So I really wanted to check it out and see for myself what I thought about it. And this cover is really pretty, and it's almost like one of those velvet buttery ones, but not quite. It's a really weird feeling cover. Anyway, the next book that I got was Tempest by Julie Cross. I was debating whether to pick this up or not because, again, I've seen mixed things about this. I had been really looking forward to it, and then I started hearing the mixed things, and I really wasn't sure. But then I saw it in like the supermarket for £6 or something. I thought, can't really go wrong. It's quite beastly of a hardback, really. I'm not in a hurry to get to it, but I am glad that I've got it because it's another one of those books in a trilogy. I'm trying to figure out how many pages I've got. 413. So it'll be part of my Big Books challenge if I read it this year. I do love the cover though. The next books I got, you might remember that I said that I, after reading A Touch of Power by Marovy Snyder, how desperate I was to read more of her books. Well, I bought two. I bought Stormglass, and that's book one in the Opal Cowan series, well, trilogy. And I then bought book two, Sea Glass, and they're quite like small. They're not like a normal size paperback, but they are over 400 pages, so they will be part of my Big Books challenge as well. And I'm really looking forward to reading these. I'll probably start them when I buy book 3, which will be really soon, and then I'll start on another series of hers because I loved A Touch of Power. It was brilliant. The next book that I got was, get ready, The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight. You would not believe how many times I tried to say that in conversation. Yeah. And it's a hardback, but it's tiny, like really tiny. And I've heard really good things about this, and again, back in with the contemporary, I just have a thing for it at the moment. It's just a phase. I loved the cover. I thought it was really sweet. And what drew me to it was that it takes place in 24 hours. And you know the films where they meet and it's love at first sight. And sometimes it can be pulled off, and other times you just think, God, that's so cheesy. And I really wanted to see if she could pull it off in a book, Jennifer E. Smith. So I'm really looking forward to this. And like I said, it's small. It's only 215 pages. It's ridiculously tiny. So I am looking forward to checking this out, and I will probably be checking it out soon actually. Don't fall over. The next book that I got is Feted by Sarah Alderson, and I haven't heard anything about this book, I'm going to be honest. I didn't know it was coming out, that it existed, nothing at all. But it was in like the supermarket for like £4, so I just picked it up, and it did sound quite good. Losing my voice. Yeah, what happens if the person you love is the one who must betray you? So I am interested. I think it's like the first in a series or a trilogy or something. I don't think it's a standalone. So yeah, I'm not in a hurry to get to it. It's just one I picked up randomly. The next one I got is Kathy Reich's Virals. I tried to get into her adult series, but this is book one in her young adult series. And her adult books are all about Temperance Brennan, the forensic anthropologist. Well, this is about her young niece. And I'm fascinated by anthropology. Bones is my favourite TV show. I'm obsessed with it. So I thought maybe I would give her young adult series a try first before I read her adult books, because I tried picking one up once and I think I just wasn't in the mood for it and I didn't get into it at all. So So I'm hoping that I do love her Virals books, because I know that book 2 Seizure is just out. It's out in hardback at the moment. So I will get to this in the near future, I hope. The last 2 books that I bought were adult books, and they're both like book 10 in their series. The first one is Darker After Midnight by Lara Adrian. I love these books. They're kind of a guilty pleasure, because I know they're not everyone's cup of tea, and you know they're a bit samey, but oh my God, I can't help but love them. And this is actually this is like the biggest one out of all of them. It's 408 pages, so this will be part of my Big Books challenge as well, because it's over 400 pages, and I will get this read amazingly fast, because I love them so much. Oh my days. Oh, I wish I could edit that out, but I can't because my editing skills are 0, but love this book so much. And then the last book I got is Cresley Cole's Lothar. I've never known how to say his name. And this is a beast. I knew it was hardback, but geez, I didn't know it was this big. It's like, there we go. It's huge. And this is the first one in the series to be published in hardback, and so it's different to all the other ones, and it's huge. It looks ridiculous. I started the series when they were in like mass paperbacks, and now they like reprinted them all with different covers. Then they changed them again, and now they're a freaking hardback. Oh my God. They do these things just to wind me up, I'm sure. It's so annoying. Why can't they just keep them the same? I mean, I admit the original covers were a little cheesy, but better that than changing them all the freaking time. That's my word of the moment, by the way. Freaking, in case you can't tell. The last thing I have to show you, and it really is the last thing, is I went a little crazy and I bought myself some bookmarks because I fell in love with them. I saw them and I was just like, oh my God! I got myself Toy Story bookmarks. I'm 19 years old, almost 20, and I bought myself Toy Story bookmarks. Yes, I did. A Woody one, a Jessie one, a Buzz one, the Aliens one! I am obsessed with the Toy Story aliens. I love them. That's why I first saw the Aliens one, and then I saw the whole set, so I bought the whole set. A Rex one, and a Lotso one. To prove I am obsessed with Toy Story aliens, this was a present from my mum for Christmas. It's a rocket with the Toy Story aliens in, and they're rubbers. I thought that was cool, and she bought that for me. So that is everything, I think. I'm not sure when the next one will be. There are, as always, loads of books on my list, but I don't know when I'll get around to buying them or having enough to show you a haul, really. But that's it for now. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please comment, subscribe, and be sure to check out the reviews on my blog. I'll leave them below. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye for now.